Okay, so I'm just going to show you the inside of the Gobur. Now this is the Gobur 12/2 TD. It's a 2-berth caravan, and essentially what we have is seating and bed area at the end there. We have some large storage areas there. Comes into the toilet cupboard, and at the back here is the kitchen area. So we'll just step inside. So this one is a 1991, so not a million miles off being 30 years old. So as you can appreciate, the decor is not the most modern, but it has stood up to the rigours of time pretty well. Looking around from the top, as you can see, there is quite a bit of storage space in the cupboards on the top here. All of those cupboards lift off and just simply hang on to little metal brackets at the end. We have the original clock, and we have a number of lights at the back here. So here's one here, and we have a reading light here, and another one here. There we go. So lots of space here for little bits and bobs. We have an opening cupboard here and another one on the other side. Another large cupboard here, which needs a bit of a clean, to be honest. And then we have wardrobe space, which is here, which allows you to hang some items up in there. There's also the ability to possibly put some shelves in there. Somebody looks like they've put some rails in there ready for that in the past. More storage underneath. That's largely the wheel arch in the very attractive orange carpet. Some bits and bobs in there, and another pretty large storage unit there. So the difference between the 12/2 TD and the other 12/2, which has the toilet, is that you get this additional storage area here on the 12/2 T, I think it is. This cupboard and these units here are all actually in this place, and the seats here are longer and fill into that gap there. So you get more storage space in this one. A little less seating, but then it is only a 2-berth, so you know, how much seating do you actually need? So we've got a table there, which obviously flips up and flips down and becomes part of the bed. There is a storage cupboard in that little unit there where the plugs are. There's a little Gobur table which actually replaces this one. It's literally almost like a little shelf which goes there, which is made just if you just want to have maybe a cup of coffee each, and you can sit there. You don't need this full-size table, so that's included, and that's hidden away in there. Under here we have storage from front to back, quite a bit there. That's the Cascade water heater, which is not necessarily a common feature on these. It was an optional extra, so that means you've got hot water in the kitchen and in the bathroom. This side again, storage from front to back. So not sure how long these beds are, maybe 4.5, 5 feet. As I say, not the most modern of fabrics, but it's held up really well. There's no marks on these that I can see at all. Still very well sprung, nice and comfy. All the windows have the curtains on there, which slide along these rails on the bottom there. Again, not the most modern, but you know. We have a fire alarm, modern fire alarm there. And if we go over here to the bathroom area, lockable bathroom door. And if you look inside, there's a Thetford cassette toilet with flush and full indicator, etc, etc. We have a little unit here that can store things in. We have a pull down sink like so, which uses this tap here, as I said. hot water there and cold water. And when you're finished washing in the sink, you simply tip it up and it drops down the back and away it goes. We've got an opaque window, we have a blind, comes up and down, we have another light in here which works fine, and all round pretty nice. There's a toilet, don't worry about the yellow stuff in the bottom, that's just toilet cleaner, nothing sinister. So as you can see, that's all nice and clean. And if we shut that up, we can have a look at the kitchen area. So if I just step back a bit, we've got a cupboard bottom right. We've got a little drawer on the upper right there, which is for cutlery, etc. There's a pull down grill top left under the hob, which is a 4-burner hob I think. And then we have an Electrolux fridge, 3-way fridge, so it runs off the mains hookup, runs off battery and runs off gas as well. Again, there's the hot and cold taps. Again, not the most usual feature, so it's always nice to be able to have hot water if you want it. Let's just flip this up. That's a 3-burner, so there you go. Apologies for that. 3-burner there. Grill underneath there. Brand new grill pan, never been used. And in here, there's a little drawer where you can put a cutlery tray, etc. in there. And then there's quite a bit of cupboard space in here. There's a few bits and bobs in there. Shelf unit, and plenty of floor space there to keep all your pots and pans, etc. Fridge, if I open that up, you can see it's nice and clean. It's got a little freezer compartment there, and the usual shelves and storage in there. So you'll notice probably the only real issue with these caravans is you get a bit of wear and tear on these areas here where they get worn over time. People standing against them, cooking, etc. This wears and these little bits. If I was going to keep it myself, I would probably be thinking about maybe redecorating these units if I wanted them to be perfect. And again, maybe get rid of the carpet, which, although it's in good nick, is still a carpet and not necessarily the nicest thing to have in, but that would be personal choice, I guess. So sink under here, this is a clever little feature. You can use this as obviously as a chopping board or prep area, and then when you want to use the sink, it's folded up like so. There's your sink with your tap, and this can stay up all the time. This gives you a nice little shelf to put your cooking things on, or your mugs when you're making a cup of tea, etc. So that's useful. Again, right up here, we've got a full-on pull-down blind. So this is a fly version, I guess. It goes up, things, all the windows open up. We've got a 4-directional vent at the top there, and this is the underfloor heater, which is a Riviera gas-powered underfloor heater. And to use that, you simply take this out, take out the dust thing, and this rather industrial-looking unit is the heater, and that works off gas and pumps out a lot of heat, so you don't need this on long. And what you do is when you use it, you simply fit the little grill like so, and that will allow you to walk on there and just use it as you would normally expect to use it. So put that back. So yeah, I think that's as much as I need to show you now. Obviously everything on here all drops off the walls onto the floor into various places, falls down. For example, some clever little bits to these caravans. This whole cooker unit hinges off onto the floor, etc. Everything goes down below this line basically that runs along here, and is behind there. There it is. So as you can see, there's still quite a bit of, it's quite a height off the floor before you get to that. I'm guessing maybe 3 feet, something like that. So you can store quite a lot of stuff in here, even when it's folded down. Obviously all of these cupboards and units go onto the floor and fill in these spaces, but there's still plenty of space for your own boxes of kit. Obviously these units that go on the wall can be filled with stuff anyway and left in there. And likewise these units down here and the kitchen units, etc. So you do get a lot in, and folds down brilliantly, as you will see in the video of the outside. Thanks very much.